Welcome back to another video, everyone. On this one, we're going to be talking about medical properties trust. Things are not looking good, but I will say this is something I kind of prepared for. Before we continue, if you can, please give me a like, comment, subscribe. Small YouTuber definitely helps out. You don't have to hit the little bell, all that kind of stuff. You don't have to leave me a tip. You don't need to subscribe to my Patreon. I'm not selling any courses, any of that kind of stuff. Just appreciate a like, comment, and a subscribe. All right, let's get into it. Since I had last done a video on medical properties trust, the price has dropped down to 510. I want to say it got slightly lower than that, like 501 or something like that. But anyway, um, to be fully transparent, I no longer have the stock. I sold it at around, I believe it was $7, a little bit back. Wasn't selling it because it was going down. I sold because I created a wash sale on my account and I wanted to get rid of that. Kind of worked out in my favor, I guess. um, but I do plan to get back in, and I'm currently thinking about getting back in around 3 if it goes down to 3. And unfortunately, there is some more bad news for medical properties trust. So if you have those stocks, you might want to pay attention. So, as you can see in front of you, there basically is a class action lawsuit. I don't believe it's official yet. They're trying to get more people involved. The thing that bothers me about this is they have that $100,000 in there. And what that means to me, because I see these every now and then. A company loses some money and a lawsuit comes up. Oh, we're going to try to sue for this. But the thing is, if you've lost $100,000, that means you actually have money, to actually sue people. It's not like us everyday people. Oh, we may have lost $1,000. If you lost $100,000 in a stock, that means you had $100,000 into one stock, and that's the scary part. That's somebody that's going to be very motivated to sell or to sue or to hurt them, recover something, do something like that. And if you've been following the medical properties trust kind of timeline, if you will, they already have money issues. They already have issues with getting their tenants to some of their bigger tenants to pay. And they have basically some debt they're trying to get rid of before, I believe it's 2026 is when they'd be forced to refinance. So this could be, I don't want to say like nail in the coffin, but this could cause them to have to reshuffle what they're doing. I don't know if they would cut the dividend again to help pay for this, should it actually happen. But this is something everyone's going to need to look at. Now you can see there was a time frame they put on here, May 23rd, 2023 to August 17th. So let's see here. August 17th. Uh so we were still at 9, and then August 17th. Here we go. So we were down to about 740. So it's basically people that lost about $3 a share, which I was one of the people. I can't even fully say that because I bought in the eights. So even though it got up to 10, almost 11, I can't really claim that because I didn't sell it at that. So to me, it was more like I bought in at 8, sold at 7. I lost a little bit, help on taxes, blah, 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 wash sale, remove wash sale. So that's what I was trying to do. But basically, what I wanted to say on this video, so I don't want to make it really long, is this is potential to push the stock down more. Um, some people are going to be nervous about the stock because there's already a lot of negativity going on with the stock, and now having a lawsuit potentially on their hands is probably going to make some people pull out money, which is going to push the stock down. If the lawsuit wins against them, then they're going to have to pay money. That's also going to hurt the share price because they're going to have to get that money out of something, which may result, I mean, even at best case scenario, they sell some more of their properties. Well, that's going to hurt the income they're able to bring in, which is also going to hurt the share price more than likely. And really the only good thing I can say about this, and I don't really know, maybe the lawsuit won't go through. Maybe nobody comes forward that says, hey, I lost 100K, and maybe it just goes away. But if they win the lawsuit, because I think this is going to push the stock down, that might be a great time to jump back in because it's basically instantly going to go back up. At least you would think so. So that's basically the latest news, and that was on the 6th as of yesterday. You can see a couple other news here. One of the research firms basically dropped them from a buy to a hold. Um, Medical Properties Trust is one of those things that I personally believe will get back up to around $15. Um, Probably towards, I would say maybe a year from now, is when I was kind of expecting them to actually rise. I wasn't not expecting them to really go down to $5. And like I said, I've basically have made a decision internally with myself that if it gets down to $3, I will buy back in. If it gets back up to $7, basically where I sold, I may also jump back in because I don't want to miss it going up that way. But there's been enough bad stuff going on that I at least feel like, okay, it's not done falling. And if you just kind of look at this chart here, I mean, you've been pretty much free falling. Let's just look at the month. I mean, that's $7 to $5 there. If you go back 3 months, I mean, you were still up in the tens, so it's hard to really say that this isn't done. Now, I will say it did kind of even out right at this five. So you can look. This is a 10-day chart. It just kind of bounced around, just kind of stopped here. So it may actually be at a bit of a floor. And consequently, here comes this news about this lawsuit, which I think is just going to push it down more. I think people are going to start selling more, selling shorts and cash cover puts and things like that, just trying to capitalize on what's happening. And I don't think they have any real good news coming up that can really stop it. There is an earnings call on the 25th. So I guess if they come back with some very solid earnings, that could push away a little bit of this negativity that's going on. But it'd probably have to be something really nice. And unfortunately, because they're REIT and they have end users that aren't paying, I don't think that's very likely. I think, at best, they're just going to get some solid results. Hey, we thought we were going to get this. This is what we got, blah, blah, blah. We're going to move forward from there. And yeah, I just don't see it. They've already cut their dividend, which to me is what in a way caused a lot of the free fall that's happening with this. And I'm just not very confident if I was jumping back into it right now. And this is my baby. I had I want to say like 400 shares, and I'm not the richest person in the world. Obviously, I'm a hobo, but this is kind of a big deal. But one thing I will say about this lawsuit is I've seen a lot of these type of lawsuits just over time, just random people getting sued. And I will say this is not quite the same as like the 3M lawsuit. I believe the 3M lawsuit is a medical thing where they were using a particular type of earbuds or headphones or something like that for the army or something medical, something like that. And I guess there was something wrong with it. People started losing their hearing, all that. So like they're getting hit with some real logistical stuff. I think Medical Properties Trust, for the most part, is kind of doing what they said they were going to do. It's like, you gave us this money, we're going to use it how we're going to use it. So I'm not exactly sure how people can sue that unless they can really prove that you said you were going to do this, but you did that instead. And if you got $100 million or $100,000 in this one random stock, you may have a lawyer that can prove something just like that. Anyway, once again, thank you for watching the video. Definitely appreciate a like, comment. Let me know what you're thinking about Medical Properties Trust. You out, ever coming back? Gonna ride the ship to the ground? Like what are you kind of thinking on that? And in case you didn't know, I's a hobo. Thanks for watching.